Hello, this is Dan, DK Excavating, here at 1608 Madison. Just finished up with the sewer repair here. I replaced pretty much the whole sewer line. We started right here in front of the front porch and ended shortly before the tap. Right now we are looking at the tap. It took me a while to get the camera clean, so I'm not going back in the main because it was kind of dirty, but this is just right before looking at the main, kind of going down into it. And this last curve piece. So what we had here is we had a lot of belly in the line. Couldn't see a lot of the pipe condition, but this is that last curved piece of clay right for the tap. Wasn't anything wrong with that. And then here we are at our transition. This is where we tie on with solid core PVC Schedule 40, and we are in the new two-way cleanouts in the front yard. We've got one cleanout just behind the brick layer, in between the porch and the brick layer, and then the landscape brick layer, and then the other cleanouts in a like a sprinkler box, sewer box, plastic, just inside the yard. But we'll pull you back so we can show. We did run some water in the house, and we got good flow on this. We were a little concerned we wouldn't have enough slope, but we did have about 63 feet of pipe replacement and 16 inches of total fall, so we had more than adequate flow. So, and this is all Schedule 40 solid core PVC. So here's our first union. These pipes are mostly 10-foot sections. We were going to put 20-foot sections in, but this soil conditions was extremely sandy and cavey, and we had to do shorter sections at a time just to keep our, so we could stay in the trench box, because it was very cavey. Those marks on the top are just from when the pipe was sitting outside during storage at the store or whatnot, dust and stuff. It is still correct. The bottom of what you see is the bottom of the pipe. You can see a little bit of moisture in the pipe still from when we ran the water just to flush some stuff down there. Had a little sand and debris from pipe cutting, which we have a little bit of that in the cleanouts just because we adjusted the height of the cleanouts, and so there's some dust in the pipe from that, cutting the pipe for the cleanout height. Really bellied really strongly close to the house. We were a little concerned that we didn't know for sure if this was in the low part of the belly, if we'd get rid of it all or not, but I believe we did. I'll have to take a look going back toward the house and see what we got. I see the pipe debris must be getting close because that stuff just fell down the pipe when we were cutting the clean out. All those little white specks is just sawdust basically. And then, oh, here we are. Starting to come out, our first clean out. Yeah, a little bit of junk in the pipe coming down the pipe. Probably just a little sludge from when we flushed in the house. So, pull this. This is front porch, landscape brick area. I have these nice tall rocks here that we were able to just kind of hide this right behind the tall rock, so it's not visible. And this other one is going to be inside this this little guy here, so we'll just have a green lid on it, look like a box. Have access. It's flush with the concrete, so here we go down the other one. This clean out goes back toward the house, so we didn't go very far until we got to the porch. Here's our transition to clay. It's not quite centered perfectly, but the diameter difference was a little bit off, so when we tightened down the clamps it kind of offset it to the right a little bit, but there was nothing on the bottom of the pipe holding up flow. It still is a good connection. You don't have to go very far, and we noticed, now we're under the front porch here, there's a T right here. Now I did take my probe, because I did see this, took my probe to poke to see if this is an actual clean out or if this might just be a capped off T, and and there is nothing above this. So I'm assuming this is capped off with concrete on the top. You can see there's no roots or nothing coming down it. It is under the front porch. Right here looks like this is our cast iron transition. We're not very far from the cleanout, but like I said, this is underneath the concrete front porch. We might as well go up here a ways just to see what we got. Still got a slight bit of belly, but some of this debris in the line could be holding up some of that water. Yeah, you can definitely tell this is cast iron, the bumpiness, the roughness from the scaling. We are again going against flow too, so it never helps with getting things down the pipe. It's like a little piece of scaling right there. Start to transition. We don't know how far we'll be able to go going the other direction, but there we go. Couldn't see any of this before because this thing was underwater for a long ways underneath the house before we had adequate flow. That looks like a T going off to somewhere. Maybe a toilet. Not really sure. And that looks like this has got to 90 up. If I was to guess, this is where this shoots up the cleanout stack. It goes through the roof, the vent stack. So I believe this is probably what that is. I don't think I can go up, but if we could, we might be able to see daylight. Oh, and I just got it dirty. So here we are. Looks like we did what needed to be done. We got a nice even slope, good flowing sewer line, and hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.